Taiwan boosts defense with 10-year military spending plan. Taiwan's military budget is expected to swell to slightly over $13.1 billion by 2027 as the self-ruled island seeks to bolster its defense capability in the face of growing military expansion by Beijing. The government has listed $11.34 billion for this year's defense budget, up 5.6% from 2018. Military spokesman Chung-chi told reporters that the Defense Ministry had worked out an incremental 10-year budget aimed at breaking the $13.1 billion mark by 2027 and rising to $14 billion by 2029 to bolster the island's defense capability and uphold the security of Taiwan. Beijing sees Taiwan as a wayward province that must return to the Chinese fold, by force if necessary. It has stepped up pressure against the island since Tsai Ing-wen, from the independence-leaning Democratic Progressive Party, became president in 2016 and refused to accept the One China principle. Last week, Taiwanese warplanes and military vessels shadowed a group of mainland fighter jets, which flew by the island from the south coast of China on their way to military drills in the western Pacific. The flyby came a fortnight after two mainland J-11 fighter jets crossed the median line dividing the Taiwan Strait, which separates the self-ruled island from the Chinese mainland. The action prompted a high alert from Taiwan's military and an order by Tsai to immediately expel any mainland fighter jets if they strayed across the tacitly understood dividing line in future. Meanwhile, James Moriarty, chairman of the American Institute in Taiwan, Washington's de facto embassy on the island, stressed that Taiwan must be able to defend itself against any military attempts by Beijing. The ability to defend itself was the island's best deterrent strategy, he said. Moriarty said if Taiwan and the mainland were to unify, the U.S. would make sure that it happened without military intimidation. Indonesia orders first batch of tanks co-produced with Turkey. Indonesian Defense Minister has signed an order for Indonesian State Defense Industry Association PT Pindad to build the first batch of the Harami tank, a Turkish-Indonesian production tank for its army. It is reported close to 18 to 20 tanks will be produced as part of the $135 million contract and delivery will take place in 3 years, it said, citing the head of the defense division of PT Pindad. Turkey's FNSS and Indonesia's PT Pindad launched the development of the modern medium-weight tank project, to develop Kaplan medium tank in 2014. As a response to a request from the Indonesian Army. The joint development of this medium-weight tank design includes advanced ballistic and mine protection systems with a wide range of firepower, from close support of infantry to anti-armor, it said. The UK is set to strengthen defence ties with India through a renewed Memorandum of Understanding, Defence Minister Stuart Andrew has announced. At bilateral defence and security equipment talks in London, the two nations agreed to redouble efforts to identify mutual defense and security capability needs and collaborate on solutions. The agreement, which marks a step change in India and the United Kingdom's defense relationship, comes after a visit by India's Chief of Naval Staff to HMS Queen Elizabeth in Portsmouth last month. It also follows HMS Dragon's visit to India last year, where the ship took part in the long-standing naval exercise, the Konkan series. By collaborating and exploiting procurement opportunities together, both nations will be able to benefit from technological and manufacturing capabilities and support long-term cooperation between their defense and security industries. In addition to the bilateral talks, UK and Indian industry met to discuss how they would forge deeper and broader partnerships to contribute to these efforts.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like the channel and want to support, please support on Patreon or PayPal. The details are given below in the description.